Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Elijah, March 8th, 2006.
And is it Elijah Howard?
Elijah Howard,
Okay,
yes.
thank you very much. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of 8 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, all Class 2 felonies, 2 counts of bestiality, Class 3 felonies, 1 count of luring a minor for sexual exploitation, Class 3 felony, and 1 count of unlawful age misrepresentation, Class 3 felony. I will find probable cause to these allegations, and I will appoint you an attorney. A status conference on February 18th at 8, and a preliminary hearing February 20th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $100,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not have any contact with any listed victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any minors. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except for work, school, or consulting with legal counsel. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
What was the last count or felon?
The one is unlawful age misrepresentation.
What does that mean?
So that means you misrepresented your age.
Okay, I understand.
But talk to your attorney about this, because all of these are what you were arrested on. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've been convicted of any of this stuff. You do still have the right to contest these allegations all the way up to a trial if you choose.
Okay, and how much was the bond?
The bond is $100,000. And that does mean you can go through a bonding company. You'll have access to the bonding companies when you get back to processing.
What's the process of a bonding company?
So generally speaking, they require about 10% for you to pay, but then have some sort of collateral to put along with that. So some sort of property. If you give them 10% plus that collateral, they'll pay the bond on your behalf.
Okay.
Besides that, you'll have to call them for their actual terms. You'll get more information when you get back to processing.
Okay, and when you say like no interaction with any minors, does that mean I'm not allowed to go back home?
Anybody under the age of 18, you cannot have contact with.
Okay, so does that mean I have to stay someplace else then?
If there's someone under the age of 18 where you're living, that's correct.
Okay. I remember that Texas was also involved with this.
That's correct.
So am I being charged for Arizona and Texas?
No, so this is just an Arizona case. Because you are here, the allegations happened on your portion of it in Arizona, so you're being charged with it here. We're not here to discuss anything that Texas may or may not do.
Okay. So I'm still going to Texas and getting charged separately with that?
Not necessarily. That's up to Texas on whether they even have jurisdiction to charge you with anything. I'm appointing you an attorney to represent you in this case, so talk to your attorney about what that means and what you could be potentially looking at.
Okay.
Okay.
And
any other questions?
When I leave, like go back into processing, should I just call my mom and just like tell her like everything and like
that's up to you. I can't tell you what to do once you leave this courtroom.
I mean specifically like bonding things like that.
If you need assistance,
if
you need assistance with posting the bond, I mean you can call friends or family to help you with that. That's completely up to you.
Okay. Sorry, just.
Oh, you're fine. Any other questions?
You might not be able to like have any answers to this right now, but just speculation. How many like years am I looking at?
That's going to be a question for your attorney. Yeah, I can't advise you on that.
Okay.
But you'll have I'm appointing you an attorney to represent you. Your attorney's contact information will be in your paperwork as well. They'll be at your next hearing. So all of these questions, I'm sure there's a lot going through your mind right now. It's probably best to go through your attorney on those.
And the next hearing is?
It is on the 19th, so in 7 days.
Well, it'll also be like this?
It'll be in a different courtroom, but yes.
Will people be watching? The attorney will be there? How long does it take for like a bond to go through, by the way?
It really all depends on the bonding companies. Because we're already after hours, a lot of them, if not all of them, may not even be open. So it'll likely be at least until tomorrow before that bond can be posted.
Okay. Am I now just gonna go back into holding?
Correct.
Okay,
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork from the officer, and then they'll take you back there, okay?
okay, thank you.